Hello, this is Kai Man Wong for SCMP.com's TechSmack. The gluttony of the holiday season has come and gone, and perhaps my exercise regime hasn't helped burn off the calories because the only physical work I've been doing is playing the PlayStation 4. FIFA 14, of course, so sports.
It's time for game geeks to lose contact with the real world and get stuck into the fabulous virtual one that you get from this hot piece of hardware, the PlayStation 4. It looks pretty sleek, in a functional way. Something else that makes sense is the new DualShock 4 controller, which comes with a PS4. It feels much better in the hands than the previous iteration. I like the feel of the stiffer analog nubbins. As wrong as it sounds, I like flicking them around. A notable new addition is the touchpad. It works nicely for some games, selecting weapons or as a mouse substitute. Using the touchpad is a nice touch. Oh dear God. Anyway, the camera is optional, which is a fantastic idea, because I recommend you not to get it. It might look cool, but there's no use for it right now, apart from the dodgy sounding The Playroom, where you get to interact with robots with no real objective, apart from some meaningless violence, if you like. Anyway, starting up as a doddle, plug a couple of bits in and play. In fact, it's not quite so much plug and play as it is plug, install software, possible firmware update, and then play. And also, if you want to play online, you have to pay for it now. You have to actually pay to get beaten by a kid. Anyway, who needs to play with real people? You've got loads of luscious graphical representations of people that you can play with, you lonely analog nubbin filler you. The PS4 uses faster RAM than the Xbox One, so things look absolutely amazing.
That looked promising, but he's been stopped.
While they both use 8GB of RAM, the PS4 not only has speedier RAM, but uses it more efficiently. Throw a top-notch graphics chip in there and this is what you get. Killzone is an absolutely gorgeous game, and that's about it. You're buying it just to look at pretty graphics with a dull game loosely attached to it. And that pretty much sums up the PS4 right now. You can play Assassin's Creed 4 or Battlefield 4, which are essentially the same as the PS3 version, albeit with better graphics. Let's face it, the PS4 has huge potential, but unfortunately there aren't any games that properly sell the hardware yet.
It's going to be a fierce battle between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and of course it all comes down to the games. Mind you, the Xbox One isn't coming out until later in 2014, so perhaps the game has already been won by Sony or the PlayStation. All they have to do is to release some games now. But for now, I think I'll just go for a run.
Needless to say, Sony has some developed exclusively for PS4 games coming up in 2014. We'll just have to wait for them to trickle out before we work out whether the Sony PS4 is a must-have console. This is Kai Man Wong for SCMP.com's TechSmack.
Yo!